My name is Ernest M. Keeling with Political Poetry, Political Insights. Even left-wing commentators fail to describe the Zionist state of Israel, Palestine, as neo-Nazi, even when comparisons are obvious with the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP. 1. Compare the Zionist, ultra-nationalist ideology, whichever party is in power. 2. Compare the racial hierarchy centered around the chosen people. Think Aryan master race. 3. Compare their rabid Islamophobia with the violent anti-Semitism of the National Socialists. Genocide of Palestinians in Gaza, daily ethnic cleansing, murder operations in the occupied West Bank, comparing Muslims of Palestine and Iran to Amalekites of Old Testament mythology, even classifying them as subhuman. Recently, the Knesset passed a law imposing the death penalty for certain acts, which applies only to Palestinians who are tried in military courts. Equate this to Nazi anti-Semitism leading to the Holocaust, Nazi purges of inferior communities like the Roma, Seventh-day Adventists. 4. Territorial expansion to achieve greater Israel is reminiscent of Laban's Rome. We should not be afraid to use the N-word. If it walks and talks like a Nazi, persecutes and clears the ghetto, tortures, rapes prisoners, commits summary and mass executions, buries people in mass graves like a Nazi, abuses disabled people, sets dogs on little children, and butchers them like a Nazi, it's a Nazi. The first Ashkenazi Zionists arriving in Palestine exerted a form of totalitarian control over their society from the beginning. They displayed contempt for indigenous Jews of color who were 10% of the population at the beginning of the 20th century and spoke with an Arabic accent. The die of neo-Nazi Zionism is almost identical to that of Hitler's National Socialism. In the modern day, fundamentalist Christian Zionists have allied with Israeli Zionists to bring about the fantasy superstitions of Revelations, end of days, Second Coming, Megiddo. Another dimension binds the Christian Israeli Zionist nexus of evil, the billionaire Epstein class. Apart from Israel providing sanctuary for pedophiles fleeing the US, there is a class of pedophiles, friends in high places, like former Israeli PM Ehud Barak, which threads the fascist White House, the fascist US Congress, and former Attorney General Pam Bondi's obfuscation on Epstein before Congress committees. A huge, stinking, melting pot. Despite her obsequiousness, Bondi has been fired for failing to persecute Trump's perceived enemies. Repeated here, a damning email Epstein to Maxwell about Trump, sent Saturday, April 2, 1425, 45, 2011. Subject: I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim: spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Maxwell replied, I have been thinking about that. Source: documents released by Democrats on the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, November 2025. Congress: release remaining Epstein files. Who are you covering for? Copyright. This quatrain is titled, The Epstein Class Must Confess. Only girls in frills light a fire in POTUS, whose standard won't fly any more for FLOTUS. Her dignity wounded, she petitions SCOTUS. Annulment now, the pedo is impotent. Thank you for listening, and God arrest the United States of America. If you have enjoyed this presentation, please like, share, subscribe.